Once upon a time, in a cozy grassland burrow, lived a little bunny named Pip. Pip had fluffy white fur, long floppy ears, and a twitchy pink nose. He loved hopping through sunny meadows, nibbling on sweet clover, and playing hide-and-seek with his friends. But there was one thing Pip didn't like at all. He was scared of the dark. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the hills, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, a little shiver would run down Pip's back. The shadows grew long and spooky, and the familiar meadow transformed into a mysterious, dark world. Pip would hurry back to his burrow, his heart thumping like a drum. One night, Mama Bunny tucked Pip into his soft, mossy bed. "Good night, my sweet little bunny," she whispered, kissing his forehead. But as soon as she turned down the firefly lamp, Pip's eyes flew wide open. The darkness in the burrow felt huge and empty. Every little sound, the rustle of leaves outside, the hoot of a distant owl, made him jump. He saw scary shapes in the shadows. A pile of carrots looked like a lumpy monster. His own floppy ears cast a shadow that looked like a giant, creeping spider. Pip squeezed his eyes shut and pulled the blanket right over his head. "It's too dark. It's too scary," he whimpered. Mama Bunny heard his little cries and came back. She sat on the edge of his bed and gave him a gentle cuddle. "Oh, Pip," she said softly. "What's wrong?" "The dark is full of monsters," Pip whispered from under his blanket. Mama Bunny smiled kindly. She gently pulled the blanket down. "See that lumpy monster over there?" She pointed. "Let's see what it really is." She hopped over and turned up the firefly lamp just a tiny bit. The monster was just the pile of carrots they had gathered for breakfast. Pip peeked out and giggled. "And what about that creepy spider?" Mama Bunny asked, pointing to the wall. Pip looked at his own ears and then at the shadow. It wasn't a spider at all. It was just his own silly shadow. Pip laughed a little louder this time. "The dark isn't trying to be scary, my love," Mama Bunny explained. "It's just quiet. It's a time for the world to rest and get ready for a new sunny day. And the dark helps us see other beautiful things we miss during the day." She took Pip's paw and led him to the entrance of the burrow. The night was not completely black. A big, silvery moon hung in the sky like a giant lantern, and countless tiny stars twinkled like scattered diamonds. Fireflies blinked on and off, dancing in the cool night air. "Wow," Pip whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. He had never really looked at the night before. He'd always been too busy being scared. He listened closely. He could still hear the owl, but now its hoot sounded gentle and soothing, like a lullaby. The rustling leaves sounded like the world was whispering secrets. They sat there for a long time, just watching the stars and listening to the sounds of the night. Pip realized his mom was right. The night wasn't scary. It was beautiful and peaceful. When they went back inside, Pip snuggled into his bed. Mama Bunny turned down the firefly lamp again, but this time, Pip didn't hide. He closed his eyes and thought about the sparkling stars and the dancing fireflies. He imagined the moon watching over him as he slept. Soon, he was fast asleep, dreaming sweet dreams of starry skies. From that night on, Pip the little bunny was no longer afraid of the dark. He knew that even when the sun went away, the moon and stars were always there to light up the night.